the life cycle of stars, from baby stars to stellar grandparents. Learn about the birth, life, and death of stars, covering the different stages from nebula to supernova. The life of a star. Imagine if you could peer across the heavens, not just seeing the stars as they twinkle in the night sky, but witnessing their entire life stories. Just like all things in the universe, stars are born, they grow, they age, and believe it or not, they even retire. Some go out in dazzling fashion, while others drift into a peaceful slumber. Come close, young seeker, and let me, Zoran the Wise Dragon, share with you the secrets of a star's journey through the cosmos. Let us begin at the very start, in a place called a nebula. Nebulae are like stellar nurseries, vast clouds of gas and dust floating silently in space. You may think of them as the cosmic wombs where stars come into existence. A nebula might seem calm from afar, but within its depths, tiny particles are pulling together, gathering like whispers into a great song. As gravity works its ancient magic, these particles are pulled tighter and tighter, compressing until at last a small, fiery spark is born. This spark is called a protostar, the very first breath of a new star. These young protostars are fragile, still finding their place in the universe, but within them lies the potential for greatness. As the protostar gathers more material from the nebula around it, it grows hotter and denser until, finally, a miracle happens. Nuclear fusion begins. Imagine a fire so fierce that it will burn for billions of years. This is the true birth of a star. Fusion fuels the heart of the star, turning hydrogen into helium and releasing an incredible amount of energy, which pushes against the force of gravity, trying to pull the star inward. This delicate balance is what keeps the star stable, allowing it to shine brightly. Our young star has now entered the longest phase of its life, the main sequence. During its main sequence, a star burns steadily and brightly, much like our sun does now. This stage can last for millions, even billions of years, depending on the star size. You see, in the world of stars, size matters quite a bit. The smaller stars, like gentle embers, burn slowly and steadily. They can live for an astonishingly long time, becoming wise, ancient stars that outlast many others. Larger stars, however, are like roaring fires, bright and powerful, but destined for shorter lives, as they burn through their fuel at an incredible rate. These giant stars live fast and, in many cases, die in spectacular fashion. Eventually, even the steadiest stars begin to age. They use up the hydrogen fuel in their cores, and when this happens, their balance of energy begins to shift. Imagine a wise old sage realizing they can no longer live exactly as they once did. The same happens with stars. For stars like our sun, the core contracts while the outer layers expand, and the star swells into what we call a red giant. During this phase, our once main sequence star grows to many times its original size, glowing with a deep, ruby red light. It's as if the star is transforming, showing the universe a new, magnificent side of itself. In time, though, the red giant reaches the end of its journey. It sheds its outer layers, sending waves of gas and light out into the cosmos, creating beautiful, colorful clouds called planetary nebulae. What remains at the core is a small, incredibly dense object called a white dwarf, a stellar grandparent, if you will. These white dwarfs no longer burn with the fierce energy of youth, but they remain as a soft, glowing ember, slowly cooling over billions of years, content in their quiet twilight. But what of the stars that began life as giants? These magnificent stars meet a far more dramatic end. Once they exhaust their fuel, they can no longer hold back the force of gravity, and their cores collapse in a furious instant, leading to a colossal explosion called a supernova. For a brief time, this explosion outshines entire galaxies, scattering elements like gold, silver, and even iron into the cosmos. It is in these supernovae that many of the elements that make up our very bodies are forged. Imagine, young one, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the very matter of which you are made. These were all born in the fiery death of a star. From this mighty explosion, two fates await the star. It may become a neutron star, a dense, spinning object that packs the mass of a star into a space the size of a city. These neutron stars spin rapidly, emitting beams of light like cosmic lighthouses, and some even sing with radio waves in a cosmic hum. But if the star was even larger, its core may collapse into a black hole, an object so dense and powerful that not even light can escape its grasp. Black holes are the mysterious guardians of the cosmos, hiding within them secrets that even we dragons don't fully understand. And so, the life of a star comes full circle. From the gentle nebula, where it was born, to the supernova or planetary nebula it leaves behind, a star's journey shapes the universe around it. New stars are born from the remnants of the old, carrying with them pieces of the stars that came before, like a great cosmic tapestry woven from countless threads of starlight. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember that each star you see has its own story, a journey from birth to old age. Just like all living things, stars are not merely points of light. They are cosmic storytellers, guardians of ancient secrets, and the very creators of the elements within us. Their lives remind us of the endless cycles of creation, transformation, and renewal, a dance that has been unfolding for billions of years and will continue long after we are gone. So, my young friend, as you gaze at the stars, know that you are looking at the ancestors of the cosmos, and perhaps even of yourself.